Silence, the most underestimated word, unfortunately. Power of silence is a lost treasure for people who are living in an era of constantly evolving communication means. Even the smartphone on which you are watching this video was invented for the very purpose of allowing voices to be heard from miles apart. So, does it then really make sense to hook on the power of silence and implement it into your life? Moreover, what power does this silence really bring? According to one excerpt from a book of wisdom, Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, it is advised, always say less than necessary. It is obvious for curious minds to question what this silence held in itself that it has actually found its place in laws of human wisdom. Before we continue, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, that way you will never miss a video about personal development. Let's explore through these 5 advantages of being silent. Number 1. You appear powerful. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence, said Leonardo da Vinci. This saying beautifully unfolds how silence holds the power to ensure authority. Psychologically, silent people give impressions of being good listeners. This naturally draws people to a conclusion that explaining their work verbally will reap fruitful understanding to someone who hears better. Convincing words are just extra noise when your silence alone enables you to get trusted easily with complex work or decisions. This eventually earns you an authority for being better with work and decision-making skills. This has been historically made evident by great leaders such as Mahatma Gandhi. He laid the foundation of free India by choosing silent protests with no violence policy. Number 2. You learn to read people. It might seem difficult yet fascinating to be able to read people. Listen to silence, it has so much to say, said Rumi, a Persian poet. Silence is not only the key rule in libraries, but also silence is the key tool that enables keen and detailed observation. Those who first care about speaking are often focused inwards. They first choose to let out what's in their minds. Silent people are focused outwards. They formulate thoughts only later. First, they hear, observe, and read. Silent people have tendencies to hear tones better. Their guesses regarding moods are quicker and often accurate. They have better judging qualities that let them understand body language easily. Silence not only sharpens observation skills, but also brush up your judgment skills, both of which give you a better hold of reading people. The observation skills of Charles Darwin is very evident in his works on noticing species around him. It can be said that this is attributed to his quiet and introverted nature. Number 3. Words can't be taken back. Silence is a strong fence around wisdom. If your foot slips, you can regain balance, but if your tongue slips, you can never rebuild your image again. Personality impressions are a big deal to present yourself on a respectable platform. It can be called a disaster if you end up saying more than you should out of habit, especially when you end up saying something unpleasant. Once an impression is created, every next move appears like an attempt to cover up the damage that has been done. It might get you into trouble to have untrustworthy or fake image when you need opportunities to express yourself. Lashing out often and being verbally harsh can earn you an egoistical image. With this image, people will not find you reliable to understand the depth of problems they might be facing. Serving your ego only takes you further away from things you want in life. It gets extremely important in certain situations to be able to address problems and situations with right balance of words and tactics. And lastly, we cannot forget that destruction has noise, but creation is silent. Just like when falling of a tree creates noise of disappointment, but the thorough process of a tree growing with harmony is silent. Number 4. You become a great listener. You cannot handle criticism unless you are a good listener. Good listening has psychologically proven to be a must-have trait for allowing growth. One cannot evolve mentally without listening to different perspectives. Being challenged by a different opinion might not be a pleasant experience, but this allows you to evaluate and grasp what a different opinion could look like. It gives a gateway to learn new ideas, even if they get critical in nature. Criticism converts into constructive criticism only when one is willing to hear. People who listen more grow familiar with multiple perspectives and thus get to understand various complexities of thought processes. It will not be wrong to say that most curious minds feed themselves through active listening. Even an excerpt from a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It is advised to be a great listener to build connectivity with people. Number 5. Silence is a tool for negotiation. It is often believed that the smarter you get, the less you speak. Silence gives you a chance to reflect inwards and evaluate what might be the best response to a situation. Hearing others' ideas and then evaluating your own gives you a better grip over what kind of thoughts you need to process. Negotiation often requires tact skills. A silent person smartly filters the thoughts and data. This empowers them with wisdom of what selection of words will best fit the situation. A smart person has good evaluating skills that can make negotiations fruitful, and silence is the useful catalyst for this process. Many business personalities and tycoons have proved that they can achieve heights even after being quiet and calm most of the time. Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg are some introvert leaders who excelled in their fields. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, that way you will never miss a future video about personal growth. Thank you very much for watching.